This glass cabinet, which I'll go through. On top of that, at the back there is like a magnet board. I've stuck a bunch of various magnets to it over the years. In front of that is this is so cool, this nuclear power plant lava lamp. I have never been able to get it working, but at the top there we've got Blinky on a spray of toxic waste. You've got Homer sleeping out the back there. Around the front here you've got Lenny and Carla with another little Blinky in the water cooler there. It actually looks like the same image as this tin sign over here, basically. Next to that is this big latex vampire Mr. Burns there, which is from Germany, late 90s. This weird little sign here, I think somebody's just 3D printed this. I bought it in a bundle of other stuff. I'm not really sure. It doesn't look official, but it looks pretty cool. Then we're onto this wall here, which I don't show this very often. It's got a lot of random figures and stuff on it. That's a mirror up there. That Bart is actually like a tote bag. There's that sign I showed before, some coasters, a squishy Blinky. There's the Weird Al figure. That's one of my favorite items. Weird little basketball hoop, which I've filled full of these little squishy balls. A couple of mouse pads. What's over there is a watch. Well, that's a fun random little item in the corner there. Those are Simpson's shoelaces. This big foil Bart and Lisa there were originally full of chocolate. So I ate the chocolate and kept the masks. This big squishy sign here is again from Typo at the same time as that Quickie Mart one above it was. Then we're down to this little shelf here. We've got these bootleg French punching puppets, which are pretty common. Everyone sort of knows them. They were from the mid-90s, I think. These little cars were in... here in Australia, they were in Red Rooster, and then they were again at the cinemas when the movie came out. These are all sort of fast food toys. At the back there, that soccer set was from Burger King. That Bartman, Lisa, that Homer, and that Maggie were from Subway, I think it was. And the, what's that, mini golf Maggie, like that sort of hockey Lisa, tennis Marge, skateboarding Bart, bowling Homer were from, I want to say Burger King as well. Maybe it was KFC. I can't actually remember. This little thing here is a strange piece. You might notice it's the same as that bowling Homer, but with just very plain colors. That one's actually a production prototype. So they would have used this while they were manufacturing this like toy, so that they could check that the model was working and stuff. So they just used whatever plain plastic they had. So that makes that a really fun little item. Underneath that, we actually have a set of board games. It goes all the way down the bottom there. So it's Scrabble and Scene It. There's Monopoly and Cluedo, the Game of Life. And in front of that is kind of a set of glasses and mugs from various things. And now let's finish on the display cabinet itself. I've put a lot of the fragile things in here. So this top shelf here is full of the Perth Mint collector coins. At the bottom there, you've got one for each of the family members. Above that, there's a Halloween one, a donut, the whole family, a Duff beer, and a Krusty. And at the top, these things are called minted minis. So I've got a Homer, a Marge, and a Bart of those. They're literally coins in the shape of those characters. Down underneath that, this is the Hamilton Sculptures shelf. So there's a few in there. These things are like ceramic figures, which are just, there's so many of these. This is all I have of them. A few random characters. And at the front here, this is the Halloween train, or at least 4 pieces. I think there was like 30 of those, but these are the ones I have. And below that, we have these are Coalport ceramic figures. So this one at the bottom is called Mush, with the 3 kids, Santa's Little Helper and Snowball 2. And at the back there is a Lisa one from that same set. Those just, yeah, ceramic figures are so cool. There's a few random glasses a cup and saucer, which is a fun little thing. And down there, that's a Butterfinger bronze medal. They had a competition in the early 90s. The bronze ones, I think it was 5,000 of those, and then the silver and gold were obviously a lot more rare. And finally, the bottom shelf here, kind of tucked away out of sight, is just a pile of glasses and some other mugs. Another cup and saucer set, as you can see there. So that's yet another part of the Simpsons room tour. I better keep going.